make sure you squeeze your butt and you don't feel it in your low back. If you start feeling it in your low back, simply do a little bit of a posterior pelvic tilt to touch your low back to the floor and then squeeze and see if you feel it more in your glutes. Always exhale on the lift. Similar to bridges, but this is a reverse tabletop bridge. You can also put a pillow in between your knees to activate your inner thighs as well. So exhale on the lift and really squeeze that booty. Now make sure you have enough room. If your heels or your hands are too close, you won't be able to get very high. So make sure you walk those out enough that you can get fully extended at the top. It can be really helpful to use a wall when doing a hip hinge. Stand about 8 to 10 inches away from the wall, and then you're going to bend at your hips instead of at your back. So we're not going to reach back like a booty pop. Instead, we're going to use that your hips as a hinge point. Let your shoulders come forward, let your knees have a slight bend in them. So it's going to look like this. Touch that booty to the wall, stand back up. Touch that booty to the wall, stand back up. And again, this is not a squat down. This is a reach back. Similarly, you can do this move on one leg. So you can do that hinge at your hips and let one knee flow back like that. You can touch down in the middle if you need to for balance. You can also let your hands hang down, or if you need a little extra balance, you can airplane your arms out to the sides. Lateral walking with a band. So you want that band, you can start with it above your knees, never crossing over a joint, but you can do it above the knees or at your shin ankle area. Again, we want to get into that hinged position, let those shoulders come forward, and simply walk from side to side. Now again, with this, we want to make sure that you're feeling it in your glutes. This should not be a thigh burner, it should be a glute burner. So we really want to feel it in those side glutes. And if you're feeling it in your quads, you're probably in too much of a squat, and we need to get into a little bit more of a hinge. So it looks like this from the side,